Hello everyone, I'm Ragnarok and welcome to The Reckoning. So this is episode 2 of the Age of Calamitous playthrough. We're going to be going through a bunch of stuff. We're going to build our first main base. We're going to take a look at why this is an awesome area to build your first main base in. Hopefully do some thralling and get some good thralls. And see what other shenanigans we can get into. So remember to subscribe so you can get notified of when all these future episodes and any other videos for Conan that get released. If you do like the video, make sure to hit that like button below. And if you have any questions about anything that I go over in the video, or suggestions, or anything that I might have, comments to anything, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I do read them all. And I do enjoy it. And I want to say thank you all to everybody that's liked and commented on the videos and everybody that's subscribed to the channel so far. We're definitely growing a lot faster than I thought we would, and I really do appreciate it. I look forward to putting out a lot more content. So let's get into it. So let's see. As you can see, we're back to where we were. We still have the platform down. I didn't build anything other than we built this doorway and we built this little ceiling piece right here. I built the second furnace. I don't believe we had that, and I don't remember if I built the blacksmith bench yet. And I've gathered a bunch of mats, but that's pretty much it. Shy of that, we haven't really done anything else from the last video, so I basically got rid of some of the content that maybe not be as fun to watch. It's fun to do, just, knocking down a bunch of trees over there, a bunch of rocks in this area, and fiber trees in this area. That's pretty much it. And the iron over there. So, which we'll be doing more of that throughout the stream. So, let's build this base. So as you can see, we got a bunch of structures. Kind of pre-built a bunch of stuff because, like I said, Alright, let's do it. So we're on a PvE server, as I stated last episode. So we don't have to really worry about getting griefed or anything like that. We can kind of just build as is. We're not going to have to worry about people coming over and stealing stuff from our base. So we can just build a nice little base that'll be really nice to look at. And it will fit everything we need. So we're going to do a little 3x5 structure. It's going to be this is probably a little bigger than a lot of people will probably do right off the bat. But we're going to be here for a while, and I know roughly how big I'm going to need it to fit everything I need. And this is not going to be a massive base either. You'll see once I start piling stuff in here that this is actually a pretty fair size. You could probably get away with making it a little smaller if you know that you're gonna move fairly shortly after building it. A lot of people get to a certain level and then they move more north. But you don't have to. You can actually stay here for a very, very long time. And that's what I'm hoping to be able to do. There we go. I need another door. So again, this is a lot of this what we're building right now is more for I mean, we definitely need all this room, but we're doing a lot of cosmetic stuff right now. Building windows. You wouldn't want to do that on a PvP server because people can reach through the windows and steal your stuff. If you're on a PvE server where people can get into your containers, again, you don't want to have windows where you're going to have stations. Mainly because they can reach through windows to take stuff from you. So you want to be aware of that. But if you're on a PvE server, or even a PvP server that doesn't allow you to get into people's containers or destroy structures, then windows, go for it. But I think they do add a nice element to the game. Need one of these real quick. That. And nothing too crazy. Like, something that I can enjoy staring at for a while, that we all can enjoy being at. You know, you gotta a little fun with it. We're on PV. This is a PVEC server, right? So, you know, we can build a little bit more pretty, I guess would be lack of a better word, than we would on a server that we need to worry about defending the base and damage and all that stuff. So this is the tier 1 Stormhold structure. It is the oak build. As you can see, it's a little darker wood, or maybe it's darker than the vanilla insulated wood. It's tier 1, and then this is one of the 3 colors you get with a Stormhold. It's a nice blue. This is the blue, so it's pretty pretty. It's nice. All right, so let's get this. Now this is going to look a little odd until we actually put in more of the pieces. But for right now, so I'm just trying to get the basics up so we can get crafting stations in. We're just going to make it kind of look a little wonky. I'm not even going to worry about doors yet. I'm going to put that piece there just so I don't fall. Let's see. And then we need to do... making sure, so if you spin your scroll wheel, you can see how the lines are going this way, and now I spin it and now they're going left to right. You don't really have to do this with any pieces, but there is like a grain to a lot of stuff you build with in the game. So if you're one of those people that just you'll notice it and you'll see it, then that's how you change that. And again, we're not going crazy here. I'm just getting the basics up. 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. All right, we're gonna do these last pieces, and then we'll start doing. This obviously looks weird without the actual pillars. We'll just pretend gravity isn't a thing. Now, in the Conan game, there is stability, so you can only go so many pieces from an attachment before you have to do a support beam, where it won't let you build anymore. I'm actually at the limit right there, so I couldn't build one more over without putting a beam. You know what? Maybe we will make the beams just so I don't have to stare at that. It is kind of ugly. So we're just waiting. Another good suggestion, too, is if you are looking to build, or if you're playing in Age of Calamitous, builds are a very good way, no matter what server you're on, to get experience, and you do get more experience typically, at least by the standard settings of the game, if you build with Age of Calamitous versus if you build vanilla. So that is a really good way to level if you're trying to get that done. All right, let me put some more of these pieces in. Since we're waiting for it to build the pieces I need to build, we're just gonna do a nice little wrap-around porch, if you will. And again, this is more aesthetics than any... Oops, and there we go. Messed up that green. It's alright. See if those pillars are done, and then we're going to get to more interesting stuff. Alright, let's get these pillars in just so it looks a little better. That'll be good enough for now. We'll leave it like that. Cool. We're good. All right. So let's get into the next piece. So we got a little base built. So let's start moving this stuff in. Pick this up. Let's pick all this up. The cool thing about Age of Calamitous is there is actually, you can return stuff to inventory. The other thing is if there's stuff in it, see these, we got 5 brick here. I don't have 5 brick in my inventory. So if you just return this to inventory, there's the 5 brick. It actually puts everything that's inside the crafting station in, so you don't have to go into the station, pull everything out, then return it to inventory, and then put it all back in. You only have to do it the one way. Alright, we're going to actually pick up this chest too, because this is not where that's going to go. And let's see. 1. Ooh, actually, can I do that? No. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. I know why. There's a reason I'm doing it this way. So now what we're going to do is we have a small hut, and I'm going to show you right here that you can actually do a very small place and fit everything. Now, it's going to be a little cramped, but it's going to be good enough just to have everything I need and to move around, and so it actually doesn't look too bad. Because I think one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make is they make this massive place with all this room, and it's like, it took you hours to build a massive place. And I'm talking about early game. Obviously, late game, you're going to see me make some massive places too. But for early game, it's like, you don't have the structures to support it anyways. You don't have all the stations or and it takes a long time to build bigger things. So you're going to spend all this time with crappy gathering tools to build this place, and then you're just going to move shortly later anyways. So it's like, is this where I want this? I think this is. Yeah, this is where I want this. Let's see. Do I have any... Put the bed here. And then we're going to put a station there. And again, if you scroll your wheel while holding the shift key, you can raise and lower stuff. It's a real good way to get stuff up. There you go. Perfect. Let's get rid of some of the stuff that's in my inventory that doesn't need to be in there. I don't need these building pieces in there right now. And the oak wood doesn't need to be in there. And then we'll leave the rest in there for right now. Alright, so what crafting stations do we not have? We have this chest. Alright, so we need to make a couple. Alright. So this is one of the Stormhold chest. This is a great chest to make. All it takes is you handcraft it right here. And it takes some iron reinforcements, just 2 of them. You can make that in the blacksmith bench underneath me. And then the shaped oak wood you actually make in this station right here. And all you do is you would turn wood into oak, and then turn the oak into shaped wood. So 20 of them would be 200. So all you need is 200 oak wood. That's easy. 200 wood, basically, to make that chest. And this chest is the largest chest out of all the factions. It holds has 100 slots, so it holds a lot. All right, let's make ourselves an armor bench. Let's make ourselves an artisan table, a carpenter's bench, a cauldron, and we need a tanning bench. We don't have the bark. We do have the bark. It's in... Oh, do we not have bark? Aw. Okay, we're gonna have to get more bark. Oh, well, eh. Let's see. Put that in there. We're just going to put a couple things in certain spots just to see if we can free up some inventory space real quick. We're full encumbered, so we're obviously gonna walk slow while doing this. So to get around full encumbrance, you can just roll. Oops. Do. There we go. Now we can run. Let's go get some bark real quick. Where's my pick? There it is. That's gonna break. Hold on. We gotta repair the pick. So all you gotta do is... Actually, here. Let's demonstrate. I don't know if I demonstrated last episode. Can't remember. Hit more. Repair. It says right there, over here, need more iron bar. Cool. Put it in my inventory. More. Repair. And it's repairing. You can't use it while it's repairing. Now, certain items take 2 or 3 things to repair, so if you put the iron bars in there, then it might say, oh, need more leather now. So you put leather in there, need more twine. So it will tell you what you're missing. There's some bark. So these dead trees are a great place for bark and dried wood. You just use your pick on it, and you get a lot of bark. Which you'll need bark off the bat. No stamina. That should be enough. Let's make a tanning thing real quick. Oh, I dropped off the mats. So as you can see, there's a lot of dead trees. There's more that way. A lot of dead trees, so this is a great place for bark. As you can see, there's a lot of wood right there. It's not that... It's a really quick swim. So you can max out on wood. A lot of stone along this edge. So those are 3 main, and then there's a lot of fiber trees all down in here at the bottom right here. And then we have water for fishing. So there's a lot of early mats pretty much right here. So that's one of the reasons this place is really good. Alright. Make that. And do we have anything else we should make? I feel like we should make a dry... we can't make a dryer rack yet. Cool. We're cool for right now. So this is going to go here. I'm trying to think which way I want it. Do I want it like this, or do I want it like this? Wait, where's the... Didn't we make one of these things? I thought I made a cauldron. Did I not make a fireplace cauldron? Or am I blind? Am I blind, chat? Oh, you know what it was? I think I took this out of my inventory before I made. Alright. We're just gonna wait for that to make real quick. And we're waiting. The excitement. Cool. So you want to pay attention to these arrows. On stations that have arrows like this, that means if you place a thrall in it, if you actually capture a thrall and you get a worker, and they can... Oh, wait, no. If I put a thing there... Cool. That means that's where they're going to stand. Spin it this way. And look at that. We have our cooking station, which is Age of Calamitous specific, but you could put a normal cooking station there. A furnace, an Age of Calamitous furnace, but if you didn't have Age of Calamitous here in vanilla, put a normal furnace there because it doesn't hurt to have more than 2. I usually run 2, so I can do 1 for iron, 1 for steel. But you could do, iron, steel, brick, or whatever. But this one's going to do all my brick because I'm building Age of Calamitous only. You have your tanner, and these two being near each other is actually pretty beneficial because you can turn regular hides into thick hides and normal hides, and then put them in here. This close to your tanning bench, also close to your furnaces, and then look at wood. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually put some stuff in here real quick, and we're going to have this craft some shaped wood. We're going to need that. Don't think we need anything from there. We definitely need to get some tanning going, so we'll put bark in because bark is the fuel for tanning. And we'll put all our hides in there, so we'll get that going. We're also going to take the reptile hides because we don't have no use for them. And we're going to turn the reptile hides into normal hides. So you kind of get like a factory chain going. Assembly line, for lack of better words. And this chest I'm just going to put here, and this is just going to be kind of like the collection point for all the... Oh, actually, we still have this to put. Let's put this right, here for right now. This will probably get moved, but since I don't have a place for it, this is where we can make some of our lamps and lights and stuff like that to lighten the place up. Cool. All right. And I'm just going to put certain things in certain areas that this is my own, what's the word I look for? Way of organizing things. You'll come up with your own. It's not that hard. Just figure out where you want to put stuff and put it there, basically. So sometimes it's easier to be like, oh, you know what? I use this here that often, so this is where I'm going to keep it. So it's just a matter of coming up with a system. It's best than just throwing things randomly in places. It's just easier to find because otherwise you end up with like 5 chests and you have to go through every single one just to find what you're looking for. So for me, I'll always put like hides that aren't these. So like bat skins and hyena pelts, bear pelts, and then reptile hides, and then also the bones and stuff. I'll always leave those in the armor's bench because those things are actually required for some of these armors. Let's see. For example, there you go. You need horns for this helmet. Always keep the metals, the ore inside the furnaces. I'll usually keep rotten meat as well as anything that needs to be cooked in here. And so on. So it's just a way of organizing. I know where to go when I need something. We do need to make some doors. Let me make 3 doors real quick. 1, 2, 3. If I can click. So we can actually door off this place. All right. Oops. I dropped it on the ground. Oops, wait. Is that wrong? Yep, that's wrong. I personally like doors on the knobs on the right side. Unless it makes sense for it to be on the other side. That's me. That's all. That's again preference. You can actually change doorknob on right side or left side. Doesn't matter. All right. So now what do we have to do? Let's get ourselves... What do we got for feats? Do we have any feats we can learn? The one feat I'm waiting for is I need to get this. Fluid press. Fluid press we don't get to 28. Ugh. I need that so we can get oil from fish. Take the hide out. We'll put the hide in here. Let's go get some iron real quick. Let's see. We are going to need a lot of iron reinforcements when we upgrade this to a tier 2 building, so I'm going to get those going right now. You just drop iron bars in here, and you craft. There you go. You know what? Actually, I lied. What we need to do is we need to get some thralls, right? So let's do some thralling. Let's do that. All right. So what do we need to thrall? Oh wait, we can't, because we don't have a wheel of pain. We need to get to a wheel of pain, so that's what we need. Crocodiles. Oops. Ran out of stamina. We definitely got to work on that. And if you're going to do this, make sure you skin your characters or your creatures. There we go. We're going to go get some brimstone. Hopefully we don't die. I didn't bring any iron with me. Oh well. I don't know why I took the long way around. Just get a camera right here. So the cool thing is these spiders they're not too bad. They will pack a little bit of a punch, especially since we're not wearing any armor. But they're not poisonous. There's a lot of spiders in the game that are super poisonous. And they will do a lot of damage to you, so you gotta be careful. The other thing too is... Oh, I'm not worried so much about getting stuff from the spiders. It's about to get really dark. Oh, shoot. Woo! We're getting swarmed. I hate spiders. Can't play... Don't play if you don't like spiders, don't play this game at night before bed, because all you're gonna do is you're gonna end up dreaming about spiders. Or having nightmares about spiders, I should say, not dreaming. They do look pretty realistic looking. Ugh. So this cave's not too bad, because the cool thing is it's got the spiders are pretty low level. They don't hurt too much. I mean, they do pack a decent punch, lower level. But you put some medium armor on, have a couple levels on you, boom, 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 dead. They're all dead. So we're coming in here for these yellow, bright yellow rocks is brimstone. This is a key element, and there's actually iron in here too, so we'll pick up some of that while we're in here. And making steel. We need brimstone to make steel. So... Now, we currently only know how to make iron weapons. That's the first set of weapons you get. Steel is not till level 30, I believe, if I remember right. But we need steel reinforcements to make the Age of Calamitous specific Wheel of Pain for this faction, at least. Every faction has its own Wheel of Pain that's specific to the Age of Calamitous mod. This one takes iron reinforcements, steel reinforcements, and something else. Probably wood, I would assume, to make. So... For us, the hardest part of making that Wheel of Pain is the steel reinforcement. Not hard, but the part that is going to take the most amount of time is the steel reinforcements. So, and what we'll do is, while I'm getting these mats real quick. Okay, so we're back. And basically, we just finished running through the cave. I went to the end of it. There is a section at the very, very end where you see some skeletons, and it looks like almost like a tomb. Stop there. The skeletons are actually pretty rough, especially early game without armor and decent weapons. So usually when I get to the skeleton area, you'll know it when you see it. Stop, come back. But as you can see, we finished it, and let's see what we actually came out with. So we came out with, now again, this is a boosted server that you get 3 times the mats. So you wouldn't have as much as I technically have here, but we walked out with, 417 Brimstone on a ×3 server. A lot of this is all Age of Calamitous stuff. 312 Ichor, you get that from, or Ichor, or however you want to say it. Pickaxe, the spider corpses, and you get that, and you get this, the chitin. Or chitin, yeah, chitin. That's used in some armor. And we actually got a little over 1,000 iron ore and some stone. So, needless to say, that cave is really, really good for the brimstone. And it's good for iron, too. I mean, as you can see, we got 1,000 iron. So that's one of the 2 parts of this area. There's another area over there, right on that rock right there, where you can get about probably almost 1,000 with an iron axe, iron, and you don't have to fight at all. It's literally no fighting. So if you have like no weapons, or you just don't want to deal with fighting spiders or whatever, you'll see in a little bit. We'll probably go over there. You can definitely get a bunch of iron without fighting anything. Our house looks a little plain right now, but like I said, it's just the basics. We'll pretty it up and build a little bit more around it, more support structures, more fences. But right now, I just wanted to get the basic stuff inside. So, had the music where something was chasing me. If you're wondering what food I'm using to heal myself and to full replenish my food, it is the Wilderness Stew. That is an actual food. It's super easy to make. All it takes is savory flesh, which you get from like the deer and some of the other, like those Ninja Turtle looking guys. And then desert berries, which you get through one of the types of fiber bushes that you see along the river, on Noob River. They kind of they have like smaller green leaves, but you get that from, and then you just craft it. The cool thing is it's specific to the Stormhold faction. It gives you full food or hunger and thirst, and it gives you a good amount of life. So it's a really, really good. It's actually probably one of the best foods you get right off the bat from the all the factions. At least one of the best ones you get from start. So I would definitely say, in my opinion, if you're gonna start Age of Calamitous and you're a noob and you not sure how you want to do it, Stormhold is probably one of the easier factions to start. They actually have some of the most stuff too, so they are probably, in my opinion, one of the best factions. There are better factions depending on your gameplay, and also depending on what end game. The Cold Embrace is a really, really good faction for end game. It has the best heavy armor in the game, and some of the cooler looking end game decorations. And the Elven faction has the amazing arrows you can craft, and also the best light armor in the game, if you are a light armor person. Alright, so let's see. Let's drop this stuff off. Take that, and we're going to split this. Dry wood. We're going to split it just so it crafts faster. Now, when you put hides in a tannin bench, you get leather and you get tar as a byproduct. The tar is key. You need tar mixed with brimstone, and that's how you get steel fire. Now, when you put steel fire in a furnace with iron bars, you'll actually get steel. So that's how you convert iron into steel. So you need this to get that. Ichor is really important because if you mix Ichor with twine, you get stone consolidant. This is, if you put this in a furnace with brick, you get the hardened brick. So as you can see, this plus this equals this, plus this equals this. So it's kind of a chain again, which is why I keep a lot of these stations really close together. Let's see, we need this, and we're gonna need some wood. We need to make a couple more. Make some fishing traps. I don't keep that kind of meat. I don't need it in this point of the game. In a vanilla game, I would keep those little scraps because I would use them to make aloe soup. There's a couple of things you can make with them, but that's the main thing I use it to make it for. But since I have the Wilderness Stew because of the faction I have, I don't need those meat scraps. Let's make a couple of shellfish traps. Oh, we don't need wood. We need twine. No, I forget where I put the twine. Yeah, you see, we had 400, a little over 400 hide because we're converting the reptilian hides into regular hides, and it's not a 1-1 conversion. I think it's 1 equals what, 3? Yeah, 1 equals 3. So one of these converts into 3 of these. So you can killing crocs, you can get a lot of hide pretty quick. All right, just wait for these. Might as well go down there. So the reason we make shellfish traps, and I would suggest doing fishing traps and shellfish traps. Feats. Right here. You get it at level 17. I would suggest making this fish traps as soon as you can. You should be able to make those. I think it's just sticks and fiber, or twine or whatever it is. But it's, I believe, we can just look. Let's see. I hate guessing, but I can't always remember. There's so much to make in this game. Yeah, branches and twine. You make those right off the bat. And then the second you get a carpenter's bench in, you can make the shaped wood and make the shellfish traps as soon as you can. There's a couple reasons you do this, and I'll go over it as soon as I kill this croc. So as you can see, that was one of the other things I did right off the bat in between last episode and this episode was I made some fish traps. You can see them. I put them right here in the water. And I spread them at least a little bit apart. As long as they're in the water, it doesn't matter. You can actually put stuff right here. Well, there you go. You can put stuff right here as long as it's a portion of it's in the water. But I kind of do it because I don't want to see it. I want it kind of hidden. So I'll do it just enough out of the water so I can see it from a distance. I know exactly where to go in the water. But so if every time I look over here, I'm not just seeing these big, little trappy looking things, whatever. So. So we leveled a little bit. I like it. I like it. Now here's the reason we do this. They take a long time to fill. They'll slowly, by themselves, they'll fill up with... The shellfish traps will fill up with shrimp, lobster, and crab. The fish traps will fill up with unappetizing, savory, and exotic fish. Now, I placed these last night, and it was pretty late last night, so I'd probably say it's probably been about a good, like, 10 hours. And all these traps filled up with roughly almost about 100, we'll say 80 fish total of each. So there's 8 of them. So there's a bunch. I'm not going to pull them out yet. After a while, these will fill up with lobster crab. Now, the reason you want to have these is these fish right here specifically, if you put them in a fluid press, which I get at level 17, it gives you a 1-to-1 conversion of oil. You actually press these into oil. Oil is the best fuel source in the game. Also, if you're playing in vanilla, you need a lot of oil to make the insulated wood structure, which is the tier 2 building, or to make black ice buildings, which is the tier 3 building in vanilla. For me, I mainly just need it for the fuel and to make a couple of tool upgrades. The rest of the fish do give you the same, but it's not a 1-to-1. It's like something like 5-to-1, 10-to-1, or something like that. But you can cook those fish, like especially the exotic fish, and you can eat it. Or you can feed the raw ones to animals if you're taming animals. The shellfish trap gives you shrimp, which is a 1-to-1 conversion. When you cook them in a cooking stove, it will give you ichor and a fish. So the cool thing is the ichor, again, is used in steel consolidant. So if you're making any kind of hardened brick structure, or if you're trying to make alchemical base or anything like that, you need that, the ichor. Or I believe it's, ichor. And then what I do is the lobster and the crab I get from this. See, there's one of the shrimp right there. You cook that, you'll get some ichor when you cook it. Let's see, do these have lobster in them yet? Probably not. You can put those bugs that you get when you go to the bushes. Let's see. Of course, I didn't get a bug from that. But you get those little bugs from the bushes. If you put those in these traps, they will get fish faster. But they get fish on their own. It's just not as fast. But there you go. There's a shellfish right there. What I usually do is I'll actually cook the lobster, and I'll keep the lobster for myself to eat until I get to a little farther in the game where I can actually make specific dishes. And then the shellfish I'll use for the Wheel of Pains to field my thralls. So it's just an easy way to get a lot of food. And again, if you do it earlier and you let it go, you can check it probably twice a day and get a couple hundred of each type of fish and shellfish. So by the time you're at the level where you really need it, you'll have more than you can do with. I mean, I get to the point where I have thousands of cooked lobster. I don't even need it. I can literally just... I lose 10 points of life from fighting a Thrall, and I'll just eat a whole lobster. Replenish life pretty decently. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to skip ahead a little bit. We'll do one more time jump. I'll play a little bit off, and then I'll get back on the video. Once we have enough to make our Wheel of Pain. Stormhold Wheel of Pain, it's the Warden's Gibbet. The reason I waited to make this versus making the tier 1 vanilla wheels is the tier 1 wheels only hold one Thrall at a time. So I would have had to actually put like... I would have filled this whole area with them just to get the amount of Thralls we're going to get in this area. Whereas this, even though it takes a bunch of mats to make, but not hard mats, just 75 steel reinforcements at low levels, it's a good amount. It holds 8 Thralls. The cool thing also is I can return this to inventory. So if I decide, oh, hey, I'm going to move more north and start thralling up here, over here, and I'm going to destroy this base or whatever, or I'm just not going to hunt here anymore, I'll just take it with me. That's the other reason. So this is actually not wasting mats. While we were waiting, because like I said, it took a while, because I can actually show you. So these are the iron reinforcements. As you can see how slow it's going. The steel reinforcements, these right here, they take about I think it's like 4 times as long. So it's a few minutes per, and I had to do 75 of them. So while we were waiting, we finished the house, which isn't hard, obviously. I just had to get a bunch of wood. But as you can see, we finished it up. Put both sides. I put all the support beams. I finished the wraparound porch. And we finished the backside, the deck. Not a lot of light. And then what else? Let's see. We got a bunch of mats while we were waiting, as you can see. This is actually in real life. I did a couple hours worth of play, and then took a break, had some lunch. Now we're back. So we got the fluid presses, and this is what I was talking about right here. So I literally just put this in right before I started recording, as soon as we popped the level. So we're gonna actually demonstrate this. The reason we want the oil. So let's do this. Let's do... Cool. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 wood. No, let's just do 1. Right? So 1 wood, fuel burn time, 30 seconds. Let's let that burn out. We'll do... Nope. 1. So 1 piece of wood is 30-second burn time. I'm not gonna let this one. We're not gonna wait for the bark too. Actually, we can just do this. So now we do 1 minute for bark. So bark is double. So if you're in an area where you can get a lot of bark, you can get double the amount of wood. Obviously, wood sometimes is easier to get though, so it doesn't really matter. It's negligible. So let's do 1 oil. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So you're talking about 5 times more than wood. So oil doesn't have as many uses as wood does. So it's a lot easier just to eventually move everything over to oil. All right, so let's do this. As you see, we got a lot of mats. Oh, the other thing is, let's go down here real quick. So we leveled up. We're able to get the, let's put it here. Weapons, scroll to the bottom. Right here, Weaponsmith. It lets you make weapons kits and tool kits. So you make them in the blacksmith bench. They're at the bottom. And each one of these things does different stuff. This is, you add this to like your cudgel, your anything that clubs, and it actually gives more concussive damage, so it's easier to knock thralls out faster. This, you can add this to weapons, which it takes oil. There you go, there's your oil. And you get a little bit more damage out of your weapons. It actually increases the damage rate on the weapons. This right here, the tool upgrade. You add this to your tools, which I already added to my knife and my hatchet. But I wanted to demonstrate what the difference is. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go to this rock. Oh, actually, hold on. In order to do this, you can only apply these. Just I know a lot of people get confused sometimes, but you can only apply these to wet items that are undamaged. So a lot of times people craft them and they're like, "Why can't I apply it?" And it's because your item, your tool, has a bad durability. So let's see. Per hit, we get what? 15, 12, 12, 12. So we're getting about 12 with a crit of 15 stone per hit, right? See? Cannot modify its damage. So let's repair it real quick. Put the simple 2 upgrade on it. So now it's on it. There you go. Now it's purple or whatever. And you can see a little tool icon next to it. So 12 and then 15 crit. 15, 15, 18 crit. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean, so it's doing about 3 more per, right? So 4 hits for a rock. So you're getting about 12 more stones, which is basically a free hit. We basically get a free hit out of each node. So it adds up over time. I mean, it's 1 less hit. Obviously that changes a little bit, but once you start talking about the higher tier crafting things, you start talking about like Star Metal, Archeonian, or whatever it is, or in Age of Calamitous, you start talking about these ones, the Varian and the Chronexium and stuff like that. For example, the end game pick in Age of Calamitous, the Chronexium pickaxe, that thing does like it's been so long since I've used it, but I think it does something like 125 per hit. You add the attachment and it does like another like 20 per hit or something. It's some crazy number like that. So I mean, it's considerable amount. The more levels, and this is just a simple one. When you upgrade to Weaponsmith, you get tool upgrade, and then when you upgrade to Master, you get advanced tool. So they actually increases the amount even more per. So just to let you know. So let's do some thralling, and then we'll probably call it on that one. So let's do this. We're gonna put some armor on. I also made some armor while we were waiting. We had some time to kill, basically. Let's see. So I'm going to use in the Archeonian, which is the DLC. It's one of the DLCs for Vanilla. I'm using the Infantry, which is the medium armor. So it's medium armor, has a decent armor rating. The reason I use that is because it gives an attribute bonus of +5 to Vitality. Vitality is obviously life, so longer life, right? All right, let's go see what we can get. Let's see who we can club over the head. Hold on. Just put some more. There you go. Let's do this camp over here. So armor type is it's really relative until what you like to use. All the armors do different stat bonuses. There are armors that actually give you a little bit of each of 2 different stats or even more. Most give you a bonus to 1 specific stat. Difference between light armor lets you do this really cool roll, this like backflip, whereas medium armor it's just a dodge like that. And then heavy armor you can only look at that, we got a named armor right off the bat. Holy crap. Hell yeah, we gotta be careful and not kill this guy. Let's drag you over here a little bit. Oh, it's glitched. There it is. So above the... Oh, come on. This freaking archer. Hold on, let me kill this archer. Where is it? There it is. So, above their heads... Oh my god. Come on. You can do it. I'm just gonna tank. There you go. I was gonna say, I'm just gonna tank that damage. Above, you can see above the head, they have the red bar, and then they have that little white bar above. That's the how much consciousness they have. So once you deplete that little gray bar, as you can see, it's getting less than every time it hit. They'll pass out. Nope. And you can tell it's tier 4 Thrall because it's got the yellow bar around the red. That means it's a higher level. So this is a name Thrall, which I can't believe we got it first time Thralling right off the bat. So we knocked it out with the cudgel, or the truncheon, and then we put our rope on, and now we can drag it. And we're going to take it back to the wheel and put it in. So the way, when I say tier 4 or named Thrall, so there's 4 levels of Thralls. Tier 1, 2, 3, and then named, or you can call it tier 4. And then in Age of Calamitous, there's actually a tier 5. The difference is tier 1 Thralls, and of course I don't have the numbers. I can never remember the numbers exactly. Boom. We put an enemy in the wheel. So what we do is we hit play. And right here there's going to be a white bar that fills up slowly. When the white bar fills up, this will go away and it'll just be sitting there. And then we'll be able to actually take this armor out and put her in the armorer's bench. So the difference is like a tier 1 Thrall. Let's just say we got a tier 1... Oh, well, tier 1 armor. Actually, let's do something a little more... Yeah, let's do this one. Let's just say we got a tier 1 Blacksmith. So, see how this is going? It's something like, I think, 25% faster. So this would actually go 25% faster. And you can Google the numbers. I don't know the exact rates. I'm just giving you an idea of like what it means. Tier 2 is like 25% faster. And it takes 25% less mats, or maybe it's 50%. I forget the numbers. So if like this took 4, maybe it only takes 3 iron bars to craft one of these. As an example. Tier 3 is, I believe it's something like 50% faster. It's still 25% less mats. Or something like that, and then it gives you these special recipes. So what a tier 3 Thrall would let me do is like instead of just being able to make say like an iron war axe, there'll be a bar here, and above the bar there'll be more weapons and stuff, and it would say exceptional, and it means I can make an exceptional versions of certain weapons, or armors or whatever, and those do more damage. They have higher durability. And there are certain recipes that only certain Thralls can craft. So there might be like a specific weapon or armor or whatever bench you have them in that you can only craft with that Thrall, with a tier 3 Thrall in it. Tier 4 is like 50% faster, 50% less mats, something like that. And again, and then they also have their own unique recipes. And they have flawless. They can craft flawless, which is even stronger than exceptional. So, for example, if you can make a regular war axe, it might be like 20 damage. An exceptional version of it might be like 28 damage, and a flawless version might be like 40. So you can have like flawless, lesser tier flawless weapons that do way more damage than higher tier standard weapons. So, and the real cool thing about it is the recipes are unique to the Thralls in certain areas. So, like a tier... Like, for example, this tier 4 armor we just got might only be able to craft things like the regular armor that I have, and let's go here. Maybe you can craft, like, flawless versions of these armors right here. Like, maybe the Defari skin, and maybe, like, the Stygian Raider or something. But a tier 4 Thrall in, say, New Asgarth, which is up here, it's a big city up in the north near the snow, maybe they'll be able to craft flawless of course, of like the Nordheimer, the cold weather gear, the veneer fur harness, and so it's kind of cool because it causes you not just to look for named Thralls in one specific area, but to look for multiple of them throughout the entire map. Same with weapons. You know, the one down here, they might craft flawless iron and steel weapons, but the ones up north might craft flawless star metal weapons. So you got to keep a lookout for that. This might be a little rough because they're sending multiples. Oh, a level 3 Tanner. Nice. Okay. Level 3 Tanner. Oh, man. Another named. We got another named Thrall. Oh, come on. Can we do this? Can we do this? This is going to be rough. Because we need this Tanner. And we need that Bearer. But we don't need the... We don't need that Fighter. Actually, I'll probably take the Fighter. If we knock him out, we'll probably take him. Oh, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Move, move, move. Oh, I'm dead. There's no way I don't die here. Okay, maybe I lied. Whew. Problem is that one of them is using... It's that mace. I don't know. Actually, what cripples? This is interesting. I wish I could actually, like... Yeah, it's... I don't know. I really don't know what weapon is crippling me. This is going to take a bit. We're going to burn through all our food. We almost got him knocked out. We almost got two of them. The Tanner's low. She's low. She's low. When we get down to two of them, it might be a little easier. Whew. Oh, shoot. Whew. This is going to get my heart going. Oh, one more hit. One more hit. 2 more hits. There you go. We got one down. One down. We got this. We got this.
Pokey, pokey, mate.
Nah. I might just... Wait, where is she? I might just... Let's do this. Can I aggro them? I'm trying to see if I can just drag them to where my house is, and then I'll fight them over there. Let's keep that aggro on. Come on, guys. Oh, no. Okay. All right, come on. No, no, no. You're not allowed to go away. Come back. Oh, shoot. I don't really need that fighter. We can probably kill him, but he's more of just in my way. Oh. Gotta love lag. Now, what you could do in this instance is I could switch to this, wait for him to do that, and then like this, which is actually what I think I'm going to do, because this guy's taking too long to kill anyways. This is why you use a spear. Because it's pretty much it hits where you point. Unlike some of the other weapons, like an axe will sweep, so you're going to damage people around you, and you may not want to do that. And this is a lot easier of a process when you can sometimes you can chain these. Like there, I missed the chain. We got this. We got this. Ah, I missed it. I missed it. Almost got it. Almost got it. What's the chances of finding two, like... So this is why this is a great area. And this is just one of the 5 thrall camps that we can do in this general area. Oh no, my cudgel broke. I don't have anything to fix it. Alright, well, guess what? Guess what we're doing? Close the door. Close the door. Alright, fiber. And leather. I know it's leather. Whew. And we'll put leather back. And we'll grab fiber from there. Hopefully he doesn't run away. Oh good, he's right there. Perfect. Oh yeah, come at me. Come at me. This is a great start to Thralling. I'm excited. I'm excited. 2 named Thralls right off the bat. And a tier 3 Tanner. Boom. Look at that. Tier 3 Tanner, Armorer, and Bearer. Woo! Yeah. Alright, let's... So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to skip that camp for right now. I want to show you guys the other camps. I'm going to need to make some more of this healing stuff, though, soon. I only have 10 left. So this is another one right there. You can get some really good thralls in there. If you're looking for, like, fighter 3s and archer 3s, they spawn very often in there. But this little, like, ridge right here, all in there, there's a camp. So it's, again, it's probably about the same distance as the one we went over on that side. And then right here, there's a camp right here on top of this rock, so we'll just wrap around right here. Ooh, getting some lag on that one. And there's 3 camps. One here, there's one up on top of this ridge, and there's another one on top of the next ridge. So, oh, look at Archer 3. Ooh, we actually might want to get her. Can we... Oh no, we aggroed. Oh no, this is not good. I'm just tanking the damage because I can. Boom. Boom. Killed him. We're gonna skin him. You get hides and you get 10 coins in the Age of Calamitous. So that's kind of nice. Alright, so we want her. Who did we just aggro? An archer. We're going. Yeah, right there at that ridge, you can kind of see the camp right there. And then you follow the hill up more, and there's another one on top of that ridge. So there's 1, 2, 3 up different camps right here. You just come down the side, and there's our base. So we have 5 Thrall camps. There's actually a 6, but I've never seen anything good spawn there. It's a little more around that corner, close to the other one that we just fought at. So this is a great place for Thralls. 5 Thrall camps. You can get tier 3s. Tier 2s definitely. Like, my last playthrough, I had all tier 2s and a couple tier 3s and one named. So, what am I doing? Outside. You go outside. So as you can see right off the bat, we're starting off really good. That's the tier 3 archer, they do more damage, more life, the higher the tier fighters. And then we have a bearer, which is nice. That'll be good for following us around and carrying our mats for us. And then a tier 3 and tier 4 armor and Tanner. The big ones I usually like to get, the smelters are really big early because smelting hundreds and thousands of iron are really good. The other one that the other 2 that are kind of necessary in my opinion, besides the Tanner to help you get tar faster, the Alchemist is really important, and so is the Blacksmith. I'd probably say those off the bat are the most important for not wasting mats. Smelters are nice for not wasting time. Same with tanners, not for wasting time. The main reason is because when you make steel fire, it takes 2 tar. If you get a tier 3 thrall here, it will only take 1 tar. So you'll make obviously more steel fire for less tar, or for the same amount of tar. And same with iron reinforcements, 2 bars. Steel reinforcements, 2 bars per. You're literally going to double how many you can make with the same amount of mats. So those are, for not wasting mats, these 2 are most important. If you're on a vanilla game, a carpenter is really important too. As far as the tanner and the smelters, they're important for time, but they're not really that important off the bat. Because it's not like you get more bars per the same amount of ore. It just, that's a lot faster. Because it can take a long time to get a lot of bars. But basically, that is why this area, in my opinion, is literally the best starter area. You got all the mats, iron, more iron, brimstone, animals to kill, hides, water, thrall camps everywhere, dead trees for bark, and dried wood. You actually have somewhat protection, like I said, on a PvE server. So what we're going to do here, the only thing we have to worry about on this server is purge. So what we can do is we're going to make a wall from here to there. This is the only way in here. And then again, right over here, we can make a small wall from right here to there. And the purge won't spawn in here because we'll have stuff, we'll have animal pens in here and a bunch of other stuff. And they can't climb. So there's a ridge beyond the backside of the house. So they're not going to climb up here. The only thing I'm not sure is if they can spawn down there, if they'll actually shoot arrows up. If they do, then we're definitely going to need to get archers on this little balcony. That's part of the reason why I made the balcony. To make sure you kill them so they don't just, like, over long distance, just destroy the backside of my building. But I'm pretty sure they're going to spawn over there to come up these. So we'll have a little wall there, and we'll have archers on top. And then we'll place maybe like a handful of archers up here on this platform, same on that one, so they can shoot down anybody that happens to make it inside here. So it'll be a decent defense. So we got some good positioning for the purge. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think that's enough time on that episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too lengthy. Hope you got some good information out of it. Let's take that helmet off. Can't stand wearing helmets. This is one of the armors too that looks really good, by the way. When you take the helmet off, I just like the way it's like high backed around the neck. It's good look, really cool looking armor. So, but anyways, let's get. All right, so, yeah, we got some good thralling, a really good start to thralling. So offline, I'm probably gonna do a little bit more thralling. Maybe get up to a new tier of items so we can, and then maybe start venturing to the jungle area or whatever. So we'll see what we're gonna do next episode. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I had a really good time. We got really, really lucky, so that was awesome. We got our house built, so now we have a home to call home. We'll have to think of a name. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment below of what we should name our homestead right here. Camp something or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. It helps the channel out tremendously. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get notified of all future videos. If you have any questions about anything I went over, maybe I didn't go over anything clear, or if something that I mistakenly said, or in general you just want to leave a comment about the video, leave in the comment section below. I do read all the comments. Also, if you want to see more of the content, feel free to follow us. I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/RagnarokLive. Also, we have a Discord channel. Feel free to jump in there. We got a lot of really cool people. We talk all the time, news and info. Links for both are in the info section below. And I will catch you on episode 3. Thank you so much.